Hello. I have a 2013 Honda CRV with a broken stoplight which is mounted on the middle. This LED panel doesn't work. This is the second one I'm replacing due to the lower quality panels that I'm buying. I just wanted to show you some just basic information how this is done. This is a plastic trim panel in the back side of the trunk door that we're going to need to remove. It's very easy to remove it, and once we remove it, we're going to open access to all the hardware that are holding the LED stop light, the brake light. This I'm going to show you in the next step. Ready? Let's get to it. The job is relatively easy, and I believe anybody can do it. As you can see, I have opened the trunk, preparing to start the job. I want to show you the tooling, all the tools that you're going to need. There are not too many. We got a T-shaped driver for a socket, 8mm socket. We have curved surgical clamps, but I believe a little longer needle nose pliers will do the job. This is a plastic wedge or a credit card, also will do the job. And finally, you have a duct tape over here. You're gonna need a couple of pieces of 4 inches long each. Now this panel, it's held by 4 like a lock plastic nuts, actually clips, that are going into holes into the sheet metal of the hatch. Removing it's relatively easy. You just have to put your fingertips between the glass and the panel and pull it. Just put a lot of pressure. Remember, the newer the car is, probably the tougher it's going to get to remove it. From the bottom, there you go. Same thing from the other side. There you go. Plastic panel is out. What you can see here, it's now we have access to the sheet metal and all the hardware that is holding the LED stop light. Now, we're going to see some light over here that I can show you where exactly it's going. If you can see right in the middle over here, the oblong hole, it's the access to the electrical connection. That is a little plastic connector over here that we need to remove, and we're going to remove it with the surgical pliers. There are also a couple of right here in those vertical oblong holes. If you bend a little bit further, you're going to see the 8mm nuts. It's one over here and one on the other side, on the left side. There you go. Here we go. The first thing we need to do is disconnect the plastic connector from the back of the LED stop light. This is not a difficult job, but it's too easy. As you can see, there is a locking tab over here that needs to be pushed. You can push it like this, either with the needle nose pliers or something sharper, and pull it back. As you can see, it's disengaged now. And then I'm going to just grab it from the sides and pull it out. There you go. Here we go. It's disconnected now. The next step would be to disengage the nuts from the hardware that is embedded in the LED lights. And like I said, those are located one here and one here. The thing is a little bit on the inside, so you have to little bend over in order to see it. Here you go. We can see one going into it using the 8mm socket. push and very carefully, do not tilt, just unscrew slowly until it fully disengages and remove it very carefully. The nut's supposed to be laying into the socket. Here you go. There's one nut. Same thing we repeat with the other one. Same operation here. Use the 8mm socket. Carefully locate the nut, go over it, engage it, push and unscrew. Okay, if you feel that is disengaged, just push very carefully. There you go. Here's the second one. All right, after we remove the nuts, from the hardware, disengage the nuts, then now it's the time to actually remove the LED lights from the hatch itself. It's relatively easy. I'm using this kind of tool. This is a plastic wedge. You can use a credit card even. And just go try to find the largest gap between the sheet metal and the plastic, just like here, and just push it and just go all around the sides, from the top and then from the bottom. This one, of course, it's already popped up, and this thing, it's getting out really easy. Now if you look at the back, the gasket is already destroyed, but the new panel that you're gonna get, the LED panel, is coming with a new gasket. These pieces of hardware over here, one here and one on the other side, it's gonna be reused. The new panel is not gonna come with that kind of hardware. It's really easy. You just slide it out the slot over here. You can see how it's engaged. Just slide it out and place it on the new LED panel. I will recommend you put the gasket just a slight film of like a silicone, clear silicone. Not too much, and just place it back. Place it back, and then you assemble it in the same order that was disassembled. I'm not going to. Now, when it's time to reassemble, just please keep in mind that when you place the LED stop light back in place, the new one, the only thing that is going to be holding it, it's the silicone, which is still fresh and it's not going to have adhesive properties, and the gravity. So it's really important to have a support when you start pushing the nuts into the thread from the bottom. You have to have a back support. I will suggest you use duct tape or any kind of other strong tape, and just place it on one end, tape it over it, stretch it and push it back. Same thing with the other end. Pull it underneath so it can catch a little paint. It's gonna catch a little bit from the top, and you're ready to reassemble and put back the nuts. Upon completion of the assembly from underneath, once you tighten up the nuts, then you remove the duct tape and you're done. There you go. All right, I have replaced the LED back into place, and I already placed back the 8mm nuts. They're already in place right here and right here. You need to reconnect the plastic connector plastic connector. Again, it's a little tricky, but not impossible. Let me get some light. You need to put the connector back in. I'm just simply gonna grab it. Align it and push it back in. And push it carefully until it clicks. There you go. We are done. And the last thing, we need to replace back the decorative paneling here. Grab it, put it back. Attach it on one side first, and then the other. And then push it firmly until you hear a click. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's all it is, guys. Thank me later.